The Giants are finalizing a trade to acquire star tight end Darren Waller from the Raiders. Per sources says the arrow, Tom Pelissero. Wow. Darren Waller's contract has been a conversation with the Raiders, and obviously he's an absolute dog on the football field. He was their only offensive weapon there for like an entire season. Last year, when Devontae Adams comes, they weren't able to really mingle with his contract situation looming. A trade we thought was going to take place or an extension, boom. The Giants now pick up Darren Waller, an absolute superstar weapon at a tight end position. Also a good rapper.
Oh, yeah.
Got an album, going to do well in the New York market, I do believe, off the field because of everything he's accomplished and done, and his story is a fantastic one. And now Danny Dimes, Saquon Barkley, and Darren Waller are the offense for Dayball.
Unreal.
How do you feel about it, Brucey boy? I saw you come jump up onto the stage there. You have something to say?
Fucking unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Absolute number one for us. I mean, we got Daniel Bellinger, too, so really two tight ends that are both, amazing.
Oh, yeah.
This is awesome.
All
Can't
right,
believe it.
Congratulations to the Giants. You like this move there, Pat?
I love this move. Two tight end. You can run the ball with Barkley, play action, let Jones use his feet. I think this is a great move right here.
How do you feel about the Raiders saying we'll just trade Darren as opposed to reworking his contract or whatever could have potentially happened behind the scenes?
Yeah, so will the Giants most likely give him a new contract, I would imagine? That usually obviously does happen when they get traded like this. Yeah, the Raiders, for whatever reason, weren't willing to pay him from what it looks like.
Felt like, right? Outside looking in, that was kind of how we viewed it, and we didn't know how it was going to end up. It's the Kadarius Toney pick from the Giants for Waller, pick number 100.
Wow. Man.
Pick number 100 to get Darren Waller?
That's fucking crazy.
Wow. It's a contract thing then, huh?
Has
Sure,
to be.
definitely.
Gotta be.
And they just paid Jacoby Myers, so it makes sense they probably picked Myers over the Waller contract.
Which makes no Jacoby, okay, does his thing.
Well, him and Renfro are so similar, though.
Man.
But, yeah.
Huh?
Josh McDaniels, he's got Jimmy, right? They got Jimmy.
Yeah.
They got Devontae. They got Hunter Renfro.
Josh Jacobs.
They got Jacoby. They got Josh Jacobs.
And it's a very deep tight end class from what all the draft people say.
So maybe they think they'll be able to add one in the draft. They have a pretty good pick. So they say we can move on from Darren Waller. And did it ever seem to work last year with Darren, Devontae?
He did
was
not
banged
play.
up.
He's banged up, right?
But he did get paid last year.
Yeah, there was a deal. Oh, so the contract maybe they were going to
He
cut
got
him?
3 year 51. I don't know how much of it was
Oh,
guaranteed.
geez.
That was in September of 2022. That's
So was that this GM or previous GM?
That was, if
This
it was
one,
September 2022, I think. Or
That's
wait.
crazy to think about if that's the case.
no, they just didn't. They just decided.
That wasn't Gruden giving him that deal.
No, that was.
Dead cap over there, 2024, 495,000, 330,000, 165,000.
Jeez.
So it feels like,
So maybe they don't have to give him a new deal.
So is this just a 1 year deal because there's an out?
yeah, it doesn't look like.
No, I mean if that's like if the Giants, if things don't go well this upcoming year and the Giants want to get out of it, they can easily get out.
Well, what's that all about? If this GM gave the deal, why aren't we? That seems
That makes no sense, especially if you're going to turn around and give him away for like a 4th round pick. I mean, this guy
he's unbelievable.
he's like a top 3 to 5 tight end in the NFL.
Yeah.
What do you think it is, Pac? Darren Waller's under contract for 4 more seasons. Here's what the Giants owe him. 2023, $11 million salary, $200,000 workout bonus, and $1.25 in bonuses. 2024, $10.52, $200K, $11.5. Maybe he wants a new one? Is it?
Well, and if it's 4 more seasons,
If he just signed it.
how does that make sense, though, if it was a 3 year deal and he has 4 more seasons under his contract?
Or did they have him for a year with McDaniels and
like-
they said like maybe it just didn't work out? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was just personality differences. Is
They
that
have what's
But
his
that
name?
also
at
doesn't-
tight end.
who?
87. Why I can't think of his name.
Morano?
Yeah, Foster
Moreau.
Yeah, more.
Yeah, we understand that, but this is a weird thing
I
to
know,
happen
yeah,
with
yeah.
the same
No, I
GM.
agree.
Like just being like, nope, I made this deal. I don't like it anymore. I'm going to get out. I guess Bill Belichick did it with Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, but also the Patriots offense for the last 20 years has been centered around the tight end. So, like, it's weird that Waller would be the guy that goes.
And also look at the amount of success Jimmy G had thrown to a guy like Kittle.
True.
Like he likes like an athletic tight end who can control the middle of the field.
I think this right here, I think who told us the other day, he's like, a lot of deals get played behind the
Lombardi.
The scene. Lombardi told us, and people don't talk about this. Obviously been going on. I think this has something to do with Carr, too, when Carr left, because I know him and Carr was pretty cool.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, there's a whole how it got handled and everything.
Man.
It's an interesting time to be a Raider fan. You know, because you had Aaron there for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Aaron was coming back with Devontae.
Yep.
Great stadium.
Yeah. Awesome.
Great stadium in Vegas. Everybody loves it. The Raiders had talks for more than a year centered around Darren Waller, including nearly sending him to the Packers in the Devontae Adams trade. Now he heads to the Giants as a key weapon for Daniel Jones. I watched Ty Schmidt's eyes hit the back of his head right there whenever we read that second sentence. I did not know that.
I know they were talking about it, but
Wait.
they made it seem like there was no way it was going to happen. Boy, I'll tell you what, I think things may have been a little bit different last year, and maybe Rodgers wants to stick around if he has a guy like Darren Waller at tight end.
Giants are now, they don't have a true number one wideout, but if they get one, that offense it's already a good offense.
Talking about OBJ.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How are you working on a deal for the past year when he just signed the deal less than a year ago?
None of it makes sense to me. What the fuck happened?
That's why this had to be last regime, and we're just not putting it together or something.
Yeah, because if this was this GM, and as soon as he signs a deal, he's like, all right, let's see if we can trade this fucking
Yeah,
guy.
or him. Or them having-
Why would you waste that much amount of time to put the deal together? Like, why would you? I don't.
And a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I don't understand it completely.
Why
but
would they spend a year negotiating? This year, they would spend a year negotiating a deal that they just signed. That doesn't make sense.
would we ever know? Will we ever find out?
Probably not.
If Waller tells us,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what his side of it is, AJ.
it's the only way.
He's probably pumped. I guess get a fresh start if he's happy. If he wants, assumingly he would have had to say that he wants out of there, right?
Just got
Yeah.
married.
To Las
Kelsey,
Vegas
Kelsey
Ace.
Plum, yeah.
She plays there.
Yeah, she's a doe.
She won the All-Star MVP.
Okay, so
That
now
time
we got to
is
keep eyes on WNBA. Kelsey Plum potentially.
Going
Teamed
to
up with
Sabrina
in New
Ionescu.
York.
at the Liberty.
Hey, because there's a couple teams that are like, I think the Phoenix team, I think the Vegas team,
Steal.
Really good.
and the New York team.
Oh, yeah, New York this offseason got like 3 of the 5 best players in the WNBA.
I think Vegas did the same thing after
Yeah.
already winning. So you're talking about, now obviously, husbands and wives work in separate places all the time.
That's right.
But there's a chance that this could potentially sway the WNBA
Power
pendulum a little
dynamics.
bit.
Yeah, wow.
Oh my God. I'd be excited to hear how this worked out. All right, let's get to a break. I think we're in a good spot. Aaron has been on ESPN down there
Oh yeah.
every 6 minutes. That tells me that they don't have a lot of answers either.
No.
Josh Jacobs says, shit's sad for real. End quote.
Well, Josh.
Are we really trying to win? That was a good question that our boy Von Miller asked. Are teams really trying to win?
Or
Lose.
or just win and make a little money.
Just make
and
money.
Josh
That's the
Jacobs.
thing.
Josh Jacobs might get a contract now that Darren Waller's off the books. So.
Yeah, he is franchise tagged now.
I found a tweet from when he did get the deal. Drew Rosenhaus was quoted, "This was one of the most challenging negotiations I've ever encountered."
Hell yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's an awesome quote to break the news with. Breaking. Imagine if that popped up now. Breaking. Lamar Jackson is signed to $220 million. His new agent, whatever, or his mom went on to say, this was one of the most challenging negotiations I've ever encountered. That would be huge news.
Yeah. When was it?
That'd be huge news. I don't know, 2022.
This was
22. So I guess we didn't cover that accurately. We should have known immediately.
So
Maybe we did.
It was this regime.
That was Wolf.
Yeah.
It was not
absolutely.
Mike Mayock, yeah.
Wow.
Well, anyways, good for the Giants. Hey, congrats to the Giants.
Yeah, there you
Aaron.
go.
Yeah.
Day ball.
Way to go, Brucey boy.
Baby Bruce.
Go get D-Hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Final
though.
piece of the puzzle.